We got up to over $1 million with them.
Oh, wow. And do you use all risks for commercial and personal? Do you use
Yes.
Orchid for commercial and personal?
Yes. Orchid opened up their commercial a couple years ago, and actually the guys who they brought in to run their commercial department were gentlemen I had known from a previous time at an admitted carrier. So I actually knew the guys who were over there
Okay.
too. I'd played golf with them the year before. And it's basically the same sort of thing. I already had a good relationship with Allris on the commercial side. They brought in someone that I knew on the personal line side that I already had some relationship with, so it gave us some, comfort level in working with them. Exact same thing kind of worked in for Orchid in the opposite direction.
Got it. Okay.
But in both cases, they've got to have, good products with
Mhm.
some of the features that we need on paper that's, A-rated, and it's got to be priced well. If it's not priced well, it's just not, it's not
Mhm.
going to sell. So
That makes sense. I mean, you can't direct your
no,
client to a policy that's 2 times the price of
then I
another.
won't have them next year, and that's not the goal for any
Exactly.
insurance agent.
So,
So
thinking about the criteria that you mentioned about choosing which MGA to use,
hmm
you mentioned relationship, product,
yep,
price, claims, and claims process. Out of
that's
those four, is there anything else you would add? I guess is the first question.
I guess I would add one more, which is kind of uh, issuance slash recommendations. If I have an MGA or a carrier that I'm working with where we write business that I think is not going to be I believe everything is right about it, and then it comes back with oh no, this roof is not good, or they've got to trim this tree, or they've got to do this. We hate going back to clients and asking them to have to do things after the fact. So,
Okay.
however you want to put that together, issuance, that's sort of like an ease of doing business, for
Yep.
lack of a better
Okay.
word.
So that one, out of that one, relationship, claims process, product, and price, those five, how would you rank them from order of most important to least important?
Okay. Whew. I mean, I hate to say price is number one, but I think I better. That's probably
That kind of goes
true.
along with product, right? Because if they have a
Yeah.
really good product in an area, that's going to
Yep.
determine the better price.
I'll go for that. Yep. So
Okay.
product number one, ease of doing business is probably number two.
Okay.
Some of these things intersect. I mean, I kind of want to say claims processing is next, but I also kind of want to say relationships. But then when I have a good relationship with the people that I'm working with, I tend to have better outcomes with my claims. So I'm sorry to kind of
That
combine those
that makes
two,
sense.
but
That's fine.
I think I'll go with relationship then
Okay.
as next for us. What were my other factors that I had in there?
I think we covered them. Product slash price
Okay.
for number
Yep.
one, ease of
Got
doing
it.
business, then relationships, and then claim process.
Fair enough.
Does that cover it all, you think?
I believe so. I
Okay.
believe so.
And then, so how would you rank all risks on each of these?
Well, right now they're closed for wind down here, which isn't good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's just right at the moment.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
for all I know, they'll have something else open. I mean, this has only been a few weeks, and it's not
Why would
atypical.
they be closed?
Because they had reinsurance treaties that they've already eaten up all the capacity on. They've
Oh,
already written all the business that they were contracted to in the course of the year. Or as we get close to hurricane season, some companies always tend to tighten up. I think I even wrote this in my thing, but I mean, it's not just the E&S markets. Some of the admitted markets will all of a sudden really tighten up, especially the ones where you're doing quotes online. I don't know how they've worked this out with the state, but I